how do you manage a diverse team, especially a team that has either different races or cultures, or has a combination of introverts, extroverts, and ambiverts, or a team that is geographically very diverse, so all of them sitting in different countries or regions for that matter. And I expect this question to become more common for leadership positions, especially with how the world is changing now, with a focus on inclusion and diversity, and with online work starting to pick up. And I would say the best way to answer such a question should be that when you manage such teams and you have, let's say, a meeting, so the first and foremost, like the most important thing to do would be to have an agenda in advance and have specific action items for each attendee. So it's important for you to say, here's what we will discuss, and I expect you know each of these people to come prepared to speak about or contribute about this specific topic. I think the next thing is go person by person, asking for thoughts. So if this is an open discussion, uh, go to each person saying, okay, X, what do you think? Y, what do you think? A, what do you think? B, what do you think? So go to each person asking them for their thoughts or opinions or anything that they wish to contribute on this, instead of waiting for people to speak up. Now, the third and the most important thing is, don't let the extroverts dominate, because some of the best ideas will probably be hidden in the minds of people who are not the extroverts and people who are not speaking the most. Of course, people who are speaking the most, they're the most heard and things like that. There are advantages to that, but as a leader, or as a person who's conducting a meeting, or as a product manager, or as a program manager, or a project manager, it's important for you not to let the extroverts dominate a conversation and kind of take over a meeting room, or an online meeting. So yeah, that's also important. And how do you do that is to probably set an agenda, and go person by person and things like that. Now, a counter question to that's asked sometimes is, does everyone have to talk? So does that mean it's a 30-person meeting and every person has to talk for 2 to 3 minutes? Probably not, right? So there will be times when you have new employees who are just sitting there and learning about the organization, and it's okay for them not to contribute. There will be interns, maybe, or there will be specific cases when people on a specific call don't have to or want to contribute, and that's perfectly okay. But what's more important is that you treat this as an exception and not as the norm. So that's where success lies. So I think for an organization to get diverse ideas, and for an organization to succeed in a world where your customer is diverse, your ideas also have to come from diverse places, and this is how you would implement something like that.